What's up guys, it's Seth here with Vicrez. Today we're going to be going over our front bumper 1967. Now if you're wondering where you can find this, you can go to vicrez.com and in the search bar type in VZ101767. Now there's a couple things you're going to need to do before you can install your front bumper, like these plastic pieces here. Now these plastic pieces here are for structural support during shipping, and we're going to go ahead and remove those during the installation process for the vents. These are the top and bottom vents, and the top one, the bigger upper one, will go at the top part. This one will go along the bottom and indicated here, and then the bigger one will go along the top with the grooves for the headlights. And then there's two more big pieces. Now this center piece here is to add a couple more structural support, and this will also in-house the lights, and then this also goes where those supports are during shipping. And then last but not least, the foam. Now this is just to add a little bit of extra noise dampening while you're driving so you don't hear a bunch of vibrations or anything, and it'll also butt up against your crash bar on your vehicle. That way, if anything bumps into your bumper, it shouldn't do too much damage, and it drops in place just like that. Now we're gonna go over the small stuff. Now over here, you can see a couple parts here that I have separated. Now these parts you're gonna need to take off your OEM factory bumper, like here. Now these are the mounting brackets indicated here. There's a left and right side. And then you're also gonna need your wiring harness, indicated here. That plugs into your flashers right there so that people know where you're located if your headlights ever go out. Now these are for the headlights. These will just pop right in place and they'll form around the headlights to make it have a cleaner look and to put a black border around the headlights. Now we have these other vent pieces. Now these do end up deleting the fog lights. As you guys can see here, we do not have them here for the build. This front bumper does delete the fog lights. And then last but not least, we have the hardware. Now a couple things that are not included in the kit are a socket and a wrench. You'll need a 10mm socket as well as a rivet gun if you want to use the hardware included with the kit. Now we sell a rivet gun at vicrez.com if you would like to go look for it. Now we're pretty much ready to assemble. Let's go ahead and get started. So here's all the tools you'll need for the installation. We have a tool for prying out any rivets that we may need to pry on or get out. And then we have two screwdrivers, flathead screwdrivers, for any rivets or any plastic shims that we might need to pry on to get them to pop in place. And then we also have a razor blade. Now this we'll use to cut out the support brackets. That way we can fit the air vents in place. And then last but not least is a ratchet and a socket. Now you'll need a 10mm socket for the bolts that we'll be installing onto the front bumper. And now we're gonna go ahead and get started on our front bumper, VZ101767. Now, one of the first steps you're gonna need is a razor blade. We're gonna go ahead and start cutting off these support brackets that hold the bumper together during shipping. We're gonna go ahead and do that so we can go ahead and install our two front vents indicated here and here. Then we can go ahead and start installing the rest of our parts. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and start getting started with the top 6 support brackets. Now guys, be careful when doing so. Wear gloves to protect yourself. Now guys, there's thin parts indicated where you can cut at on each support bracket. Just take your time and try not to cut into the bumper. Once you get one side off, the other side should just snap right off. Just make sure you take your time not to cut into the bumper. Now if there's a little bit of excess material, you can always take a little bit of sandpaper and sand it down if needed. Now guys, if you're having your front bumper painted, I suggest leaving the support brackets on if you're taking it to someone to get painted or if you're doing it yourself. That way there's no sagging in any of the parts before you install the rest of the pieces. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the last bottom two. And last but not least, for the bottom one. Now that's it for our support brackets. We're gonna go ahead and grab the vents and move on to the next step. Now we're gonna go ahead and get started with these bottom two side vents. Now there's just 4 clips indicated on each side of the vent that just snap right into place. Now we're gonna go ahead and do this side. Now all you have to do is line it up and it should just pop right in place. Now guys, make sure you hear it snap into place to make sure it's secure. Now we're gonna go ahead and start with the bottom vent. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and start with the insert for the top part of the bumper. This will allow us to go ahead and install the air vent for it. We're gonna do that now. Now this just pops in with a couple of clips located along the bottom part and the top part for the vent, as you can see there. Now this should just drop right in place, and then you'll have to line up the clips and make sure they snap in. Now this can be a little bit difficult and may require a little bit of strength, but make sure you line it up correctly and they should all just snap right in place. So now we're gonna go ahead and install our bottom grille. Now this simply just pops right in place with a couple plastic tabs, like so. Now you'll want to make sure you hear all of them snap into place. That's whenever you know your grille is seated correctly. Now this is what it should look like after you have it installed. Now we're gonna go ahead and install our bottom light trim pieces. Now we're gonna have to flip the front bumper on its side, standing straight up, so we can go ahead and install them from the front. Now there's gonna be a couple tabs on the backside that you'll wanna make sure are seated correctly after you popped all of them in place. There's 2 in the middle and 2 on each side. Okay, so next we're gonna go ahead and add our top trim border piece on our front bumper. Now, this simply slots in between your top grille insert and the bumper itself. And then you can finish snapping in your top grille insert. Now we're gonna go ahead and start snapping in the top grille insert.
Now, we're cleaning up all the edges to prepare for installing the lower grille and the rest of the front end accessories. Next, we're removing the OEM bumper, carefully releasing all the clips and fasteners along the bottom to detach it completely. We're also removing the damaged headlights and connectors, replacing them with new components to ensure everything functions properly. After finishing the cleanup, we begin installing the lower grille, upper grille, and all remaining front bumper accessories for a precise fit. we're checking that the headlight trim and all surrounding parts are properly aligned and secured. Finally, we're inspecting the front crash bar for any bends or cracks and removing the broken plastic bumper support to prepare for the new installation. For a closer look at how the prep front bumper is installed on the Dodge Challenger, check out our full installation video linked in the description. And for more Dodge Challenger parts and accessories, visit vicrez.com today.